content is for informational and educational purposes only. You should not construe any such information or other material as legal, tax, investment, financial, or other advice. Nothing contained here constitutes a solicitation, recommendation, endorsement, or offer to buy or sell any securities or other financial instruments whatsoever by Draper Goren Blockchain, aka DGB, the presenter, or other associated parties for the content being provided. Please do your own due diligence and seek proper counsel.
Boom. Welcome.
So
episode number 2026, which is pretty awesome. What were you going to say?
Well, so you know, in the Bible and the rapture, they talk about 144,000 people being taken, right? And Bitcoin is 21 million. Right now in NFTs, I hear there's less than 4,000 people currently buying NFTs. So if you are still watching and still buying NFTs, right on. You're one of the few. I'm one of the few, and you are too.
That's right. That's right. I am always participating and always playing around.
Right.
And actually, right before we came on, you were like, "Hey, I'm wearing an NFT shirt," and that Diamond Supply shirt, that ape's name is Hero Machine on Twitter. I don't know if his real name is out there in the real world, but so I'm not going to say it. But what's really funny, you know, talk about like kind of weird small world situations. The first VCon conference was in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I was traveling for one of our conferences we did in New York, and then I was going to go stop in Minneapolis, be there for a few days for VCon, and then go home. And I was checking into the hotel at VCon, and I was wearing I think I was wearing a Bored Ape shirt. Yeah, I think I must have been wearing my my one that has what's the partnership they did with the bomb thingy, like atom bomb, whatever. I have that one shirt. I don't wear it that often, but I was wearing it, and I was standing in line to check in the hotel, and some dude behind me is like, "Hey, you have a Bored Ape?" And I turn around, I see this dude wearing the army jacket version of what you have that had that ape on the back. And I was like, yeah, oh, that's cool. I saw that they sell those at those at those clothing stores at like Tilly's, or what's that one called? Like Zoomies. Zoomies. So they're selling them at Zoomies. That's pretty rad. You get it at Zoomies. And he goes, "No, this is actually my ape. I'm the guy who like put together this partnership. It's like, I got a few apes. We put together the thing. We got them sold at Zoomies. And that same ape is the one that's on the Walmart t-shirts that they did like the test run on." And so I met this dude in line, and then I got to hang with him. And he's actually based in LA. So hung with him a few times since. And it was kind of cool, you know, running into apes in real life. Other than the fact that I owe all long-term ape holders beers, so I've bought many rounds.
No beers. Vodka.
Well, now there's vodka to buy, but yeah. Do you know the story? Do you remember the story of why I owe all the apes beers?
No, I don't.
So in the early days of doing live streams and doing all that, and we were doing the blockchain and booze live stream, and I was meeting all these people in these different communities and all this stuff. And if you remember, there was Jason the Ape, or AKA the Hustle House on Twitter, Jason, and a few other members of the Bored Ape community were constantly telling me, "You should buy an ape, you should buy an ape." And I finally like FOMO'd into buying one late at night. And I thought I was an insane person, because at the time it was ridiculous. I think it was like 4 ETH or something, right? And at the time, ETH was less than it is today, but it was still crazy to buy an NFT for that much. I'd bought lots of NFTs before that, and I've participated in that world a lot. But you know, it was the first time I bought some in NFT for that much money, right? Thankfully, it worked out, and it was all good, and it was still early. Who'd have thought? But I remember talking to Jason, and then there was what's his name? I'll remember his name in a second. Another Bored Ape community member, the guy that has the really cool Hawaiian shirt ape. So I was going to have them on one of the blockchain and boozes after I finally got my ape to tell us more about the community so I could learn more and hang out and whatever. And I was talking to the guys at the time. There was a cool project that kind of was created by accident called Meme, right? It was when Jordan Lyle created that funny fake website called the Degenerator, where you could launch your own meme coin and whatever. And they launched a project called Meme. Like, some guy launched it and sent him the tokens, and it became
one of my favorite projects during that time period.
So it was awesome, and they were doing innovative, cool stuff. And one of the things that they did was they, had a way where you could like stake your meme coins and earn NFTs and some things that like just didn't exist yet, like in the early days. Cool. Remember, this is like before we're still locked down on COVID and stuff. And if I remember correctly, and it was like before any of that kind of stuff existed, they were the first people to do it. And it was really cool.
Yeah, hold on. So part of that project, do you see that painting behind me?
Yeah.
Right there. That I have the original to. That was actually one of the projects in that meme project. So it was one of the NFTs you could get. I got one of I think the 10 or 15. And I thought this would be really cool if we had like real art associated with NFTs. And I called the artist and he said, well, I still have that picture. You want to buy it? And so I actually own the physical along with the NFT. Cool. And what you'll find is if you look on the picture, there's actually little tiny pineapples hidden through the picture.
Oh, that's cool. Because Meme, their symbol was a pineapple. Like the whole point of the original Jordan Lyle, it was like, it called it the Degenerator. And he created a screen, like it was like he's a product guy. So he like made a screen that looked like an actual product that was like, choose your emoji, name your meme, pick your contract, launch meme coin or whatever, launch meme. And that was the joke, right? He didn't actually make that website. I think some people have actually made those websites since, at this point, but he did it as a joke. And then people actually like, it was a super viral post. And so people launched it. And where I'm getting at is they were doing some cool stuff. And I remember my son at the time was trying to get his own meme pool so that you stake your meme and you get a poo-poo.eth NFT that he made. And he was like petitioning their community, and he dropped, we couldn't figure out. So at the time, we're so early in our space, right? That there is a kind of contract that was created back then called a multi-sender contract. Now there's tons of different versions of it. But at the time, there was a basic multi-sender contract. And the only thing you could send through that contract, I didn't know at the time, my son and I were trying to experiment. We tried to send NFTs through that contract to all the people who held meme coins. It didn't work. It was breaking every time. And I couldn't figure it out. And I realized that it was like hard coded for only ERC20 tokens. But I reached out to the guys who were building the meme stuff. And I said, hey, my son is doing this. He just sent all these people a token called give poo-poo.eth, a meme pool. It was like this whole funny thing we were doing. And I asked them, I said, is there a way to send NFTs through this? And they said, actually, we're creating our own multi-sender contract to be able to send 11 ERC 1155 tokens, which were those which are the NFT tokens where you could create multiples of a token, right? Mm-hmm. And also so they were doing that. We started to experiment, and also Polygon had launched. Matic was launching at the time. Later of now cut again. Now we're going to Bored Ape time, right? I got my ape. I'm gonna have Beijing DAO. That was the other ape. So Beijing DAO and the Hustle House were going to be on blockchain and booze like in a few days. And I created the normal, sharing graphic for, hey, come join us on this date. And I messaged the dudes. I was like, hey, if I could figure out these multi-sender contracts and figure out how to get one to work on Polygon, I'm going to send every Bored Ape holder an NFT of our share graphic. And I messaged them saying this, and both of them were like, dude, that's really spammy. I don't know. And I was like, this is cool. I don't think anyone's sent thousands of NFTs on Polygon, like this before. And I, as a Bored Ape holder for the last few weeks, at least, I've never gotten an airdrop or anything, because at this point it was way too expensive to do it on Ethereum. And so Polygon and all that was just starting, or Matic or whatever, I think it was still called Matic. And I told the guys that we should do this, and they're like, don't do it. It's spammy. People are going to be mad. They're going to feel like it's an invasion of privacy. It's not cool. And I felt like an ass for saying it to them, because I should have just done it without asking them. And so I was sitting there thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm sending a real thing. I'm not some random spammer that's like not a part of the community. I'm not selling anything. The live stream is free, and I'm trying to add value to this community because I'm a part of it now. And I'm like, fuck this, I'm doing it anyway. And but what I did was, in the metadata, I recreated these tokens. I made like 10,000 of them. And in the metadata, I said, Jason and Beijing DAO advised me against this. They said it was spammy. So if you don't like it, burn it. If you do like it, find me at a conference. If you find me at a conference and show me that you have this NFT in your wallet, I'm buying you a beer. And I said it kind of like, I was like, what's the worst that happens, right? Like, whatever. And,
well, the good thing is,
it's
going to be hidden in most people's Polygon wallets.
Well,
so they won't
nowadays, now it's hidden. But back then, remember at the early days, OpenSea didn't have that feature yet. Think about this. For most apes, especially people who minted their apes or got them within the first couple months, this is the first piece of spam that they received, was the blockchain and booze thing with Punk Ape Strong on it, with it's hidden now for sure, with Beijing DAO and Jason on it. And in the metadata, it says, I'll give you a beer. And then it says, check the unlockable content. And I forgot what I put in the unlockable content, but my go-to move, I think the go-to move is, if you finally go through the wallet and unlock it, it just says smile. But I promised everyone a beer, and VCon was one of those places I probably bought 100 beers. It was really funny, but
you did.
Oh yeah. But what's cool is that the thing was, I was like pulling teeth, and it was like the night before the blockchain and booze, and I finally figured it out, because at this point, none of the there was one place where you could get the multi-senders to send NFTs, but it was still just on Ethereum. And this was finally I figured out how to do it on Polygon.
Have to
hold
figure
on,
out.
I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find.
Maybe you can do a redemption where they can get a vodka instead.
Blockchain booze NFTs. Oh, here's a blockchain booze NFT where we actually all drew on a whiteboard and we minted it. That's funny. Hold on, I gotta find the.
Now you got me interested.
I'm gonna find it. Blockchain booze, one item. Here it is. This is either it or it's one of the ones that failed, but I'm gonna download the image and I'll share it with everyone. Save image as. Save. And let's see. Oh yeah, this one says 5,000 owned by Alon. So obviously this was just me testing it. But here, let's see what it says. If this experiment worked, check the. Oh yeah. See, this one, it wasn't the full explanation, but it says on Tuesday night, August 10th, BAYC will be the topic of conversation on blockchain and booze. Would love for you to join and educate me and the rest of the blockchain community about all things ape and NFTs. You can register here or watch a live stream on Lunar Crush's Twitter feed. If this experiment worked, you are reading this. Check the unlockable. It says check the unlockable content. I owe you a beer.
What's it called?
This one is just called Blockchain and Booze number 72 Bored Ape Yacht Club Takeover. But this isn't the one. This can't be the one because I have all 5,000 in my wallet. But hold on, I'll share the image right here. Let's add overlay.
It was on Polygon, you said? I'm gonna see if I have this.
Yeah. Oh, weird. It's not letting me download this image properly. Hold
It's
on.
called blockchain and booze.
Save
Or it's
image.
called-
Just blockchain booze, maybe. It looks like there may be a bunch.
Do I not have one?
You got to have one. It might have been like deleted or hidden completely if it was spam or something.
Yeah,
but,
it probably was with knowing OpenSea.
But you could check it other places probably, because it's in your wallet. That's for sure.
Unless maybe I unhid it.
How do I? This image is not.
That's a bummer.
Hold on, I'll show. Let's see if this is.
It should come up. What are you searching for? How are you searching for it?
I just searched blockchain booze. Hold on, let's see. Overlay.
What are you looking at?
It's not letting me share this.
I wonder how many people.
I was looking at OpenSea. I'm trying to view original media. Here we go. PNG.
Well, I'm going to say right now, it feels like 2000 again in the crypto space. I mean, I'm going in Mario Nawfal's, rooms, and they're talking about how like NFTs are dead. There's less than 4,000 people. There's nobody doing NFTs anymore. I'm like, wait a second, am I a nobody now? Here's
the image. Here's the image. So this was the first piece of spam that every ape holder got.
Okay, and that was on Polygon, huh?
Yeah, it was on Polygon. I tried a few others maybe at the time, but yeah, there's blockchain booze number 72. So if you remember, blockchain booze started getting especially weird at episode 69. I had Stash on it, and I had Ken Bozak, and that was the first time maybe it was me even without an overlay, because it was probably pre-ape, but then I got the ape within a week or two of that. Playing the blockchain booze theme song for the first time was episode 69, and think that we still went like another 2 years past that doing.
I'm wondering, maybe I didn't give out my wallet address by that point.
No, because it was whatever wallet address the ape was in.
Was it?
Yeah, so I did it.
I
didn't remember. I didn't ask permission. I had no way of getting to all these people. I literally found a way to get all the wallet addresses of all the apes. That was actually one of the technical challenges, because I didn't know how to do that at the time. So it was kind of a learning experience also. Here, I'm gonna try to
I must, dude. They're blocking so many NFTs that are like they're just hidden as garbage.
So yeah, if I look here, I can go status. Can I see all of the hidden ones too? How do you see?
You can view your hidden, but
I'm not logged in though.
Spam, then they block if it looks at spam. Oh wait, you can select auto hidden maybe.
Yeah, so I'm gonna see all the things that are hidden now. Status, more. Where is
you have to know
created? But also, if my wallet is the created wallet,
you'll
be able to see. But I've created 446 separate contracts here, so it's not easy to search through either.
So people who are watching to see NFTs aren't dead. There's still people like us who are totally into these things. We are the crazy few, the crazy and proud.
Yes. Recently created. That's so funny. Let's see if I just put booze on here. It's only showing the one. I wonder if I created it in a different wallet or something. But here, how do you just see collected?
I mean,
can I see?
I gotta throw a shout out.
Yeah,
Honey's, the honey seasons. Honey's, they've been still dropping NFTs because I'm an OG in that space and I love it. So shout out to the honeys. I picked myself up a goat. I was talking to some other people in the space, and it was just like, yeah, I used to have a goat and it sold, and I noticed the floor fell, so I bought a goat. Just searching somebody else's wallets and following these things called flockers, and I'm like, those are cool. I own a chicken and earn egg, right? And so roosters have fallen, and they're supposed to have some breeding, so I finally picked up myself a rooster lately. I guess there was these things that like a whole bunch of rocks on them called elemenzas. So I bought an elemenza. I'm a fan of the Ape Hater Club. Kind of, as a joke against the apes. And so there was a nice thing that said F the recession, and I picked that one up because the floor on those fell, and so I'm still buying some NFTs off the floor.
Heck
All these
yeah.
paper handers that are paper handing their NFTs. I'm picking
Hey,
up the out of my collection.
where are you able to see your hidden NFTs?
You can click the hidden ones, but you can't see it if they're hiding it. You might be able to go to
No, where do you even
here.
see? I'm not even seeing where you see hidden NFTs.
Where you see hidden NFTs, you got to go to more. You got to click, I think, on the more button.
It's not showing that. Oh, I'm logged into the wrong account. Hold on, I gotta
That'd be
switch.
why.
That is why I'm logged into the wrong wallet. Aha. So I gotta go to mine, and now I should be able to see my profile.
I don't know. It NFTs feel like it did back in 2020. They weren't very important. People weren't buying them. I was, and it feels like now's the time to be buying NFTs.
Yeah. And yeah, I look at the oldest hidden ones. It's not here either. So they must have a category of
Spam. You got
even
spam.
yeah, hidden by you, auto hidden, whatever. Even there, yeah, it's still just all hidden ones.
Well, let's go.
That's a bummer. That's a bummer. So what product could we use?
Beers.
What other platform could we use to see hidden NFTs? I'm sure everyone who is tuned in right now is super stoked just hearing this, but it's kind of funny.
They can get a beer. They're like, wait, I can get a beer by finding my hidden NFT.
That's right. There's all sorts of good stuff in the hidden one. You know what's funny though? If I go to collected,
you can get yourself a lot of trouble though with those hidden ones.
Yes, yeah. Be very, very, very careful. But don't be clicking on weird links. But what's really cool is if I look at my oldest NFTs in here, you know, CryptoKitties and Decentraland and Stash NFT and Ken Bozak NFTs and stuff. These are really old, like Peep Ith badge. So there was some crowdfunding campaign for a Twitter clone on Ethereum called Peep ETH, and I got this thing. Let's see, can I see the details about details? Let's see the contract address. This contract is from, let's go, how do I see oldest? I mean, nothing has done anything for hundreds of days here, but let's just go to the oldest. View all transactions. Last page.
I like X2Y2.
1,800, 2019, right? So NFTs from 2019. Oh crap. Does Blur or what's the other one? Magic Eden show you hidden ones?
I'm looking at X2Y2 right now, x2y2.io, which I really like. But they don't really have an easy search function, so it's kind of going through all of them. Maybe if you have, I don't know, maybe if you have a token ID number or something like that. But I've got so many NFTs. This is just like one wallet.
I'm scared to share screen and show and go through just because of random, may reveal something by accident, but go into wallet. Oh no, that's just
I got some of these really cool boring stuff.
My items. Yeah, they're we got rugged by Rolling Stone. I still think though, when we do our food thing and when I do Punk Ape Strong stuff on Ethereum, I'm going to drop it to all the holders of those.
Well, was this before,
my items? Can I go to the oldest?
Was this before Boring Stone?
What? Which thing?
The path, or the drop?
Oh yeah, for sure. Way before.
Okay.
This is literally like within a few weeks of me getting my ape. This is maybe way before. This is that was like a later on experiment I was trying to put together. So I have all these old NFTs here, but I'm trying to so wait, let's see if I just search booze. If Magic Eden has more or less. Oh, they have hidden ones too on Magic Eden. So that's cool. But hold on, I'm waiting. Their search is slower, probably less stuff indexed. Oh, I have when Roofstock. That was pretty cool, actually. When Roofstock came onto Blockchain and Booze, they made an NFT. No hidden items. That doesn't make any sense. Click on the filter.
It's really cool going back through history and looking at all these NFTs.
Yeah.
There's a lot here.
Can you do the oldest activity? Let's see. Can I just go to the oldest activity on my on this this wallet?
Someday I'm gonna have to move all these things.
What was that?
Someday I'm gonna have to move all these things. It's gonna be a nightmare.
All these meme things going down, going 2 years in. Oh, the spam, the fake apes. Remember the fake apes with the yellow background?
Which
they're called
so many apes.
0x Apes Trilogy. My kids called them scam apes, but then they wanted me to get some, so I got some. Boss Beauties going we're 2 years in now. Let's keep going. Long neck ladies, all the fame lady squads. Ooh, now I'm getting into the ones my kids made and I made. So now we should start getting into it here. All the meme ones here. Now we're 3 years.
Wow.
Alpaca City. Do you remember Alpaca City? That was cool.
I swear I thought I had my ape before yours. Maybe you did it before I had an ape.
No, you beat me to it.
Thought I did.
I'm telling you, it's going to be it's like hidden somehow.
Yeah, it is. I'm just going through a whole bunch of stuff and I don't see anything in here.
But I wouldn't think that Magic Eden would use the same.
I'm not using Magic Eden.
I could go on chain and just look at the things I've done on Polygon. Look at the oldest things I've done on Polygon. It'll be there, and I'll get the contract.
Well, so aside from that, I have. If you're an Android user, we launched a couple. We've had Poser.xyz out there as a product, where you can create an AI version of yourself. And if you're an Android user, there was some issues that we recently found out actually utilizing the app on the phone. And so like last week, we corrected it. And because like 96% of our user base is Android from what we found out. And all of a sudden, like people actually started using the app, which is pretty cool the results to see. So I'm excited by that. So if you're using an Android, check out Poser.xyz. Create yourself an image, an AI version of yourself, but by taking some selfies. There's a new feature on there as well as to help you take a picture of yourself, which is pretty cool.
That is super cool. I'm gonna since we're talking about all this stuff, I'm going into the history of these old NFTs. I will quickly show this one. Let's see if I can add it here. Here it is. This was the one that I was talking about that my son made, that poopoo.eth made and dropped to all of the meme participants. Give me a meme pool, poopoo.eth. Then there was a bonus one also that was slightly different that you got by doing something. But I'm seeing them here on Magic Eden. If you have that and you look at the metadata, it's really funny because you could like put in random metadata and like my son just put in all sorts of stuff like poo poo, pee pee, like he put like Alon stinks on like all of them and stuff like that. They're pretty great.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a meme coin out there that's a fork of Pepe called I think it's called Pepe, but they spell PEI. Is that how you?
Pepe?
Is it Pepe or is it
I don't know. No
my
idea.
buddy's calling it Pepe. It's like the Chinese version of Pepe. It's kind of been interesting.
Nice. Nice. I've got some NFTs in here. My first mint, according to Magic Eden, but I think I did more, was 4 years ago. Alon's Radical NFT. Let's see here. It's on Ethereum. So anyone finds that make the tiniest offer, it'll cost more in transaction fees to do it. Make the tiniest offer. I'll let you have it. There's a few of them. This one is I minted a bunch. They're ERC 721. I'm trying to figure out the date I minted.
Your oldest NFT?
My oldest minted NFT, according to this, it says 4 years ago. Can I look at Etherscan? January 23rd, 2020. This is the oldest one that's on here. This can't be right because I think there are some other experiments before this one. But this one is pretty good. It was now it just refreshed.
Well, your oldest is a CryptoKitty, bud.
My oldest, if I look at my wallet, probably, let's see. But this one was a mint. The contract is called Disintermedia. I minted 36 of them. It says there's 10 holders. I don't know, goofing around. Probably all family members and friends and people I was trying to help me do stuff, or maybe I like drop them into people's random contracts just to mess around.
There it is, the Blockchain and Booze. I see it created. You have a Blockchain and Booze V2 on your created panel.
Well, that one, there's only one that's left, and that can't be the real one because it says there's 500 or 5,000.
5,000,
and the actual one was 10,000, and it was distributed. So I have to go to, well, I guess I got to go change chains. So NFT trades, can I change? So actually, I should go to the Polygon scan. Let's
5,000 owned by Alon.
Polygon scan. Alon.eth.
Educate me the rest of the blockchain.
Can I not find my?
If this experiment works and you're reading, check the unlockable content. I owe you a beer. Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to make an offer on all 5,000. No, maybe not all 5,000.
Well, let's see. Now, if I go to token,
I don't drink beer.
NFT transfers,
and
can I go the opposite direction in terms of latest? Can I? Oldest, switch to oldest first.
We're giving people away secrets here. This is not cool.
What was that?
Giving away people's secrets here.
Hold on.
That's what it feels like.
3 days ago. How do I switch? Okay. Oh no. How do I go to the oldest first now? I just go to the last page, I guess. My last NFT, blockchain booze. All of these transfers. Here they go. This has to be it. 1,046 days ago.
You found it?
I think this is it.
Well, maybe you made two. I don't know.
Max supply. Oh, you know what? There was probably 5,000 holders. So 5,019 total supply, 4,125 holders. This is it. This has to be it. Hold on. I'm going to send you the contract address. Holders. Let's see. There's some people that have 5. Oh, no, this is the dead contracts. The people who sent it to the other address because I didn't. I purposely sent like 1 to each person probably to keep the costs down, because it ended up costing me a lot of money to do it, even on Polygon. And I remember I had made the commitment and told myself, so I went through with it. And it was also a bit of a regrettable thing. And I was trying to explain to some of the Ape community members who were calling it spam and stuff. I'm like, guys, like, first off, this cost me tons of money to do. I was experimenting, I'm learning, and you can get rid of it, right? And then, I think they were all mad, but at the end of the day, within a month or two, all the spammers actually started doing it. And then, my thing was just quaint at that point. And, but yeah, here, token contract. But can I even see like the,
is it an E?
Like where the heck it's,
my balance. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, blockchain and booze is called Boom. Here's the thing. Actually, here for anyone nerdy that's looking in the chat, you can see I'm putting it in the actual chat thing that goes everywhere so people can see it. Polygon scan. Proof. There it is. But where can you actually see the metadata for this info? Click here to update token information. But like, shouldn't I be able to on Polygon scan see inventory? Oh, maybe it was like on IPFS or somewhere where the NFT isn't even there anymore or something. Like
that could be
the
possible.
image. The image could be like living somewhere where it doesn't exist anymore.
Is
And
this
that's
on
part of
Ethereum
why.
or is this
No, this is a Polygon. Check the link I just sent. Or here, I'll do it in the private chat here too. Can you
I'm
make
making an offer right now.
through what platform?
Through OpenSea.
Contract address, unverified contract. Boom.
We'll see what happens. Let's see if my offer gets accepted. I'm creating value on them. The last of my ETH in my Polygon wallet.
Wait, what are you? Where did you send the offer through? Because I'm not going to see the offer unless
OpenSea.
I like actually
OpenSea.
OpenSea. Yeah. I don't even think I read the emails from OpenSea anymore. But let's see. OpenSea. Hey, anyone on the live stream still there and actually interested? We actually have a lot of people on here. If you're on, you should not lurk and say something and maybe yell at us for being so boring today.
Yeah, how can they not put in offers then?
I don't know if they're putting offers because I
don't see any.
Really,
I'm the first offer on this.
Offers received.
Come on, come meet me on an offer.
Blockchain and booze. Ooh, a 34 cents. You're asking for 5 of these? Except, how much is it going to cost me to quantity? 5 available. I'm going all 5. Oh, I'm going to get $1.70 altogether for. Hold on, let's see how much it's going to cost to accept this offer.
Probably a couple cents.
Oh, Switch network.
It's on Polygon. I'll be the first owner. There's only one owner. I'll be the second owner.
This is really important stuff.
Yeah, how come more people aren't following along?
Hey, so if I go into my old stuff, you know what's actually cool and historic? Well, this is cool and historic.
This is the correct one, though. It's Blockchain and Booze V2.
Yeah. So
you must have forgot to distribute it to all the apes.
We should have. No. The other one that I shared was distributed to all the apes. I bet you that either somehow whatever product I used to do it didn't keep up their IPFS node or something, or used some centralized service for the image, because on Polygon scan I don't see the image, so maybe that's a part of why it's totally hidden on some of the platforms. But it's funny. But if you look at my old stuff, go to your wallet, approve the currency. I'm approving the spend, something with wrapped ETH on Polygon. Why is this Polygon transaction taking a long time?
That's Polygon, bro. That's why
Polygon. I thought Polygon was usually fast.
No, it's really not that much faster. It's kind of clunky. Supposed to be. I'm more of a fan of Optimism, Arbitrum.
Sorry, we can't locate this transaction hash. Huh. Oh, there we go. Confirmed. Now I can do it. It's gonna pop up. Approve. I just sold you those five tokens. But if you look at my wallet at the oldest stuff, search. Okay, let's see if I just search this WordPress crypto exchange. Search WordPress crypto exchange. Those are all of them in my wallet, or are these because this was a cool thing. So if you look at this, David Blesnak's company, first company in the crypto space, Total.
Yeah.
long since been acquired, and now it's not supported, but it was the first ever DEX aggregator, right? First liquidity aggregator across decentralized exchanges. So what you use 1inch for today, or 0x, or that just happens automatically in Uniswap now, was built by Total first, right? And I tried to convince them for years to build their own WordPress plugin so that everyone who has a blog that talks about crypto can just add a swap button in the blog post, like, hey, I'm talking about, meme, swap one of your tokens for meme or whatever, and you'll get the best prices across exchanges. And they didn't do it because honestly, it didn't totally make sense for them to spend that much time on a WordPress plugin. But one late night, I got the bug up my butt and I'm like, I'm going to learn how to do this. And I went through all these tutorials of how to create a WordPress plugin. And then I took their API and I actually created the first WordPress crypto exchange plugin. And it actually got like thousands of installs. And I created an NFT to promote it at one point. I think I sent them to a few people who either like launched exchanges with it, or maybe I never even sent it to anyone. I'm not sure. But what's cool about it is I made a version, I made a logo for it. And then poopoo.eth, my son, made his Lego logo for it, which is a tradition he used to do for our companies. And we minted them, and we have those. Those are an early one in there. And what's kind of cool about that, just to get back on topic for the last 2 minutes, is those are the kind of things that we do actively to promote products by our portfolio companies. And what's pretty cool is Total, because of that, not only had all of the people using their API, but they had thousands of new content creators and people utilizing their API because of that. Like they literally, because here was the thing, is if you just installed the plugin, it was a free service, right? But if you wanted to, as the content creator, you could actually go to Total's admin, connect that in the back end of your WordPress page, and choose the fees you want to charge your customers, people on your blog and stuff, and split that fee with Total. So I actually, in doing this, not only created the most utilized WordPress plugin at the time for a crypto exchange, but I brought thousands of new customers to Total who created custom contracts and actually generated revenue for Total. So if you want a VC who's going to do crazy ass shit like that, go to dgb.vc, hang out with us. I will get all up in your GitHub, and we'll have some fun together. And we are not a passive investor. It's not what we do. So if you're looking for passive later stage investors, we can connect you with people like that. But we're like crazy early. A lot of times the first check into companies, and we participate in the space with you. We believe in this stuff as much as you do, and we're as crazy as you are. And we just, as you see, we just hijacked our own live stream for the last 45 minutes to look up an old contract address for an NFT that I made that really just obligates me to buy a bunch of Apes beer.
I don't know where everybody is. Like, DeFi is still happening. I'm still making money in DeFi. I'm still earning it. It might not be as much, but like,
I don't know. I've been doing
it hasn't disappeared.
Full disclosure. Everybody knows I'm what's it called? Conflicted or whatever, because I'm an investor in them. But like, I've been playing a lot on Dolomite. They've been updating their stuff. They're absolutely killing it, and it's just pure DeFi. Really, really cool. And the yield is crazy. Like, just let's go on to the stats on Dolomite. But I think right now it's something like
stablecoins, right?
It's like 10. It's over 10% APR on ETH.
That's not bad on ETH. Yeah,
that's crazy. That's awesome. I mean, you hold your ETH, you're getting 10%. But what do they have?
No, here's the problem. Most people are fiat maxis. Most people don't realize that
USDC 11.6% right now.
11.6.
Look, you saw the disclaimer at the beginning, not financial advice, whatever. There's always risk for going on chain and contract risk and everything else. But like,
I don't know though. Die at 20% is pretty tempting.
Die at 20.9%. Look, it fluctuates and it changes all the time. So it could go, there'll be some kind of equilibrium and things will go, but there's $65 million supplied on Dolomite right now. They're growing and doing really, really well.
There's an important thing that people need to realize that works for both inflation, but it also works for investments. Is that it's called the rule of 72, right? And if you take 72 and you divide it by the interest rate or the APR that you're getting, as long as it's consistent, right? It'll tell you how long it'll take your money to double, right? So at 72, if you're making 20%, take 72 divided by 20, you get 3.6 years. At 20%, you double your money in 3.6 years.
Yeah. So crazy. That's wild, right? And
versus being in the bank and getting 5%, it's 14.4 years.
And that's if you're freaking lucky, and that's going to fluctuate and change.
Yeah, it is.
But right now, what's bank rate? What's bank rate at the moment? High yield savings. The top ones on here are 4.25%, 5.3%, and these are at weird ass banks I don't necessarily trust. And then they say no fees and things like that, but that changes very quickly.
It's just crazy to hear that capital is leaving the crypto market when it's like Bitcoin's still at 65.
I don't think it is. See, here's what I think, and I could be dead wrong.
Just the news, right?
The news is the news. People are going, ooh, Bitcoin's at 65, Bitcoin's at 69, Bitcoin's at 60, Bitcoin's at 70. If 2 years ago you would say we'll be floating around this price for right now for this long, all our minds would be freaking blown, right? And even if we're saying it out loud, we still wouldn't totally believe it, right? Like, because it's crazy. But we've gotten to the point where people have been hearing Bitcoin this, Ethereum this, Bitcoin this for so long that we've completely detached from the time where we were looked at as nut jobs for saying it was going to hit 10K, right? And so Bitcoin is just doing what Bitcoin does, which is being crazy and in people's minds, like the average person, right? And the average person, Bitcoin at 65K isn't moving the needle. Like, it's not exciting.
No,
if we look at Lunar Crush, people are not talking about it. It's nuts. Hold on, I could probably share this screen.
Go to like banterbubbles.com, right? Or you go to these bubble things. Like right now, the hot things are like Brett, a meme coin on Base, which just made 208%, right? Some token called Knot. I don't even know what the hell Knot is.
Well, hold on. Let's. I'm gonna share.
Crazy. Like,
yeah,
people are going after shit coins because they want excitement. And then I think what happens is they're fiat maxis, so they take their capital and they leave, not realizing what's actually there in DeFi.
Let's go to let's go to like max on Bitcoin, right? And we see max on Bitcoin and prices and craziness. Wait, this isn't max. This is we're getting
into a
we're not max, but let's we don't have to look at max, but we're looking at this now. And then here's the craziest. Creators posting from the beginning, right? Yeah, these are individual number of creators discussing Bitcoin. So when we first hit 50K, there was 9,000 individual people talking about Bitcoin. Then there was these moments, is probably from the halving, right, where 70,000 people are posting about it, all this stuff. But we go back to today, and we're at 9,000 people posting, 1,000 people posting, right? Like, we literally have days where there's the same amount of people discussing Bitcoin at 64K as there were people discussing. There's actually, depending on the day, less than people when Bitcoin was at 9K, right?
Well,
now,
the large majority.
Let's go back. Oh, I only got till 2020 on this view, but look at that, right? Like 2,000 people were discussing Bitcoin when the price was 7,000. Now on the best days around now, it's between 10 and 17,000, right? These are not, this is absolutely bonkers. Now, if you look at posts created, there's more spam than ever, right? Because if there's less people discussing it, but there's more posts than there were, that's crazy. But it's still like nobody is talking about it, right?
Well,
People should be,
as of November of 2023, only 2.3% of holders have like more than one Bitcoin. Own one or more of Bitcoin. Like that means the number of people holding Bitcoin is so small still. It's crazy.
It's wild. I mean, it's becoming a part of like the current political argument and stuff like that. So that'll get interesting and weird. But like, look, today it's saying 257 individual people, but that's today so far. It's gonna pump up. But look, people talking about Ethereum right now, because the ETF stuff is having a moment, right? There was 31,000 people for a minute recently. But if you just look, the price to the number of people discussing it, it's not changing enough, right? It has to do something. Like we got to the point where it has to do something like completely nutty and crazy for the public to be excited about it. It's just and there's other things competing against it, right? In the news, right? There's the current political shit show, there's wars, there's everything else that's more exciting. And until when it does something crazy and CNN and everyone else goes, ooh, we're going to make money on ads because people, it's phantasmic, they're going to talk about it. But right now it's just not exciting.
There's a sarcastic and comical video guy called Tech Lead on YouTube, and he had posted this video on how it's meaningless to do any type of work, and he's all, ultimately his ultimate decision that he's come to realize is that he should just hodl. That he's decided to buy Bitcoin and just hodl because Bitcoin will outperform, and it's just a better way of doing it.
Here's another
anymore.
Hey, I have to we have to actually end this. You're totally right. I'm sorry I got interrupted because I got an alert. I need to accept this really quick. The company that we just did the deal on. Here's another thing your investor might do for you. That's nutty. Is I just negotiated and got an accepted domain purchase agreement to buy the domain they were talking about. Nice. And I'm going to do it right now, like this second, because I just got the email, and then we have another call right now. So hey, everyone, I see there's still a ton of you who are watching live, so I appreciate you watching this nerdy shenanigans. Next week we will have a guest on. Actually, next week I might be traveling. Rankin might be flying solo. We'll see. I'll talk to you guys. Have a great week, everyone. See you on Twitter. See you everywhere else. Peace. Dude.